I salute you wherever you are. What is the update on the ministerial list? Of course, so many information, so many people insinuating and talking. What do you think? What is going on with the ministerial list? We need to know what is going on right now. I salute you wherever you are watching me from. This is the City Boy movement. We are live and direct. The time now is 31 minutes past the hour of 9 p.m. Of course, Nigerian time. And today's date is the 25th of July. I'm broadcasting from the UK. Of course, my name is Akbarawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. You see, the City Boy movement is a movement of patriotic Nigerians coming together for the first time to support their own president, elected president, support their own government, using our skills and ideas, opinion, sharing our experience, opinion, to support our government to become successful. Because this time around, we are determined to make sure that the government will be successful. I salute you. I see all of you. Adamu, good evening to you. Fatima, I salute you. Adeyemi, City Boy all the way. I salute you. Akparawa, the great man. I salute you. Abbas. I see you, Abbas. Thank you very much for joining us. I believe that this is going to be a wonderful conversation. And this evening, I just want to open the line more of because I need to hear from you. Earlier on, we have discussed a lot of things, and we can see a lot of things that needs urgent attention. And we believe that as soon as the ministerial list is out, these ministers will be able to take part of take action as well, do their job as well, and so this is the expectation of everyone. So I mean, we have been expecting the list to be out. Of course, the information has it that is already with the list is already with the senators. So yeah, so and then hopefully before Friday, Thursday, tentatively, of course, we should be able to know what is going on. So what are your expectations? Because already we know that there might be some surprise in the ministerial list. This ministerial list is very, very important. It's very, very important because these are the people that are going to be working together with the City Boy. And for me, I feel that the City Boy is already taking time to make sure that he's choosing the right people that is going to work with him. Of course, we know that the City Boy had a lot of time to do this, and I believe that he already had people. He already knows, the people that are going to be working with him. But just for a proper job, I believe there's a lot of things that is going on. Of course, I see you. I see all of you. Abibi, Alayo. Good evening, Insima, my beautiful people on this platform. How was your day? May God Almighty bless all of us. We are blessed already, guys. We now have a president that is interested in the country, and all steps geared towards development. You see, I'm gonna be talking about something that is very important. The other day we saw Oshomele on channels. I'm thinking that the channels for now is very, very objective in their conversation, unlike the other media houses like what's the name? I don't even know if they exist because the Arise TV, they are trying to play the opposition media, but it's very unfortunate that they end up spreading fake news every day instead of them investigating and analyzing the facts and the real information that is on ground. We find out that every day they end up sharing fake news from the IPOP people. I don't know the source of their information because the source of information of Arise TV seems to be from the IPOP people sharing fake news and all kinds of propaganda. Today we also saw the drama in the court. I don't know what is a drama or not. We saw Emefiele. Guys, you people remember Emefiele? Emefiele. One of our civilian governors who actually dealt with Nigerians before and after the campaign. Of course, what some of the challenges we are passing through right now is because of Emefiele, what he did during his when he, as a CBN governor, the things that he did. You know, those the actions of the CBN governor is still part of the thing that is haunting all of us today, where he made sure that there was no cash available. People were, you know, difficulties or accessing their money in the banks. So we saw, of course, we have been seeing so many activities about a Wefele. Today, the first news declared that Emefiele was granted bail. 20 million naira bail was granted, but immediately we was rearrested by the DSS. I don't know why he is rearrested, but of course, in my own opinion, I don't know why people that keep on making us to be suffering and be crying will just go scot-free. I think that is why this problem keep on happening in this country, Nigeria. And we need a transparent system where defaulters, people who have decided to commit crime, people who take the law into their hands will be punished. That they will not just go just like that. You know, just like Emefiele was granted bail, just like that. After many lives were lost because of his decisions as a CBN governor and all of that. So I don't understand. So, I mean, it was reassuring that a kind of that he is still being detained for more questioning and to really understand the role he played during, before, and yes, and during and after the election, by making sure that money was not available for people. And why? You know, these things we should not take this thing lightly, because it's really affecting us, the people. You know, you see, if you're a leader, whether you're a governor, you're a senator, you're a president, you're anything you are, and the people are complaining and crying every day, I don't know what kind of leader you are. I don't know your job. Your job as a public servant, civil servant, is to make sure that the people actually see the governance, the benefit and the dividends of democracy in their community, in their state. You know, things are difficult, yet we are not seeing tangible actions, tangible steps of the governors doing things to make sure that these things are resolved. We are not seeing emergency food banks make available. We are not seeing emergency transportation system put in place. You know, unlike other countries, other developed world, everywhere, if there are challenges, you will see the governors, the leaders, they take action. You know, there is still opportunity for the governors all over the state to provide emergency food bank to people, to collaborate with churches and different organizations to make sure people are able to access at least a little bit food and shelter and transportation. But we don't know. The governors are smiling and dancing, and I don't even know what is going on. And that's because earlier, when we were talking earlier today, we discovered that nobody is holding the governors accountable, and they can just go scot-free, just like that. So we don't understand what is going on. The country cannot move forward if the governors who are supposed to do the thing, who are supposed to be close to the people, are not doing what they are supposed to do. This is one of the things that I feel very, very disturbing, because the governors are the ones that are supposed to take actions. The local government, you see, this is very important, guys. This is very important. By the way, I got an update today from the US, what is going on with the price of let me bring it on the screen. I got an update today what is going on with the price of petrol in the US and other places. I want you to listen to this brother, this analysis he gave.
Hello Zima, the last time, this is Nigeria petrol. The last time I checked this price, that this is premium for Nigeria, it was 3.25 or something. That was last week. And regular petrol for America was $3, which I tell you the last time, right? In Houston, Houston have the cheapest petrol all over the world. But as of today now, regular in America have jumped with 25 cents, and this one added 75 cents. So if so far Nigeria and only Nigeria and Africa removed subsidy, petrol went off the whole world.
Oh.
When Russia started fighting, petrol went off. Now Nigeria removed subsidy from Africa. Only Nigeria did that, right? Petrol went off all over the world. So the people tell everybody to check their prices. Right? This is a lot.
So what the brother is trying to say is that the price of petrol, the challenges, the cost of petrol is not just in Nigeria, it's all over the world, and it's really affecting the price all over the world. Even in the US, he made this video today. The brother is in the US, and he's telling us that is it Texas or Houston, Yes, of course, Eastern Texas. That the cheapest petrol is in Houston, Texas. Yes, but now you can see that as of yesterday, the price of petrol regular in the US was less than was 290 something, but today you can see that it's 3.25, and you can see the price of other stuff going up and down. That the price of petrol in the US is not stable. The US is even a stable economy, but the prices of these things are not stable. Just like Nigerians have been enjoying a very stable price of petrol for some time, for a long time, even during the subsidy, when the subsidy, of course, was still on. But now, because the federal government has taken action, just like every other government all over the world, that this is normal. Are you getting me now? So this is update, current update of what is going on. So guys, any country that you are, if you want to give me update about the cost of petrol, let us find out what is going on. Because when we hear some of these people shouting as if the Nigerian situation or case is peculiar, I don't understand, but because they are not just optimistic, they don't just want to spread any good news, of course. So this is the current price of petrol in the US, and this is Eastern Texas, which is supposed to be one of the cheapest. So you can do your calculation and see if it's up to what we are even having. Yes, we understand the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy, which to some people they never expected it, or they thought that, or they think that the federal government is supposed to keep on subsidizing petrol. But no, this is not the right thing to do. And if the government continue doing this, it means we are not going to move forward at all. I see you, Isaiah. I salute you, Eric. Thank you very much for joining us. Bashir, Yusuf, I see you. I see you. Olamilekan Abiola, I see you. Thank you very much for joining this conversation. Are you getting me now? So you see now. So yes, this is the current price of of uh, of petrol in the US, and it's not. I don't know. It's not like we are the one that is suffering too much, or what is happening in Nigeria is different. It's not a town hall. A town hall. A town hall different from Baba Blue. Hey. Oh boy, the drama that happened, is it today in the court for Emefiele really makes sense. So we are going to enter there. We are just, I'm just opening the conversation because I want you to begin to think. Are you getting me now? Thank you very much. I see all of you. Prince Chibueze, Biafra is Oluyemi, Baba Martins, I see you. Edwina said that Obi is coming. Yes, Obi is coming, especially in his dream. Engineer Chris Nelson, so he said because IPOP is no longer paying him, he defected to APC. Okay, very good, very good. Abiodun say good evening, my brother. Now, wow, granting bail of 20 million to someone who brought 100 million form and almost take my life. You see, so I think so. Are you saying so? We are going to get your opinion. Are you saying that the DSS did a proper job for rearresting Emefiele? Were you happy when you received the news that Emefiele was bailed with 20 million? How did you feel that Emefiele can use the Nigerian money? Because the money that he used to bail himself is the Nigerian money. Many people that had money in their accounts couldn't have access to their account, to their money. So, but Emefiele is able to access money, 20 million, to bail himself out of a situation that took the life of many Nigerians. That today we have not even been able to recover from it. So for me, I feel that, that is why all these people will keep on doing what they are doing. Because they feel that they have the money stored somewhere, stolen wealth stored somewhere, that even if they take them to court, whatever thing they say, even if they say they should pay 100 million naira bail, they will do that. You understand me? So I don't understand. So yeah, so for me, when I read the news, I just keep quiet because we are still watching what is going on. But then another news came in that he was rearrested. And then when I watched, I really saw the drama that took place today in the court. Let me see if I can capture that one before we move. I don't have any conversation there because I don't know. This is politics. I'm not part of what they are doing. What we want is that we want We want the people to actually enjoy governance. We are not interested with politicians fighting themselves. We are interested in us seeing the enjoying what we voted for, what we supported. That is what we are interested in. You understand me? Thank you very much. I see you, KC, Olati, Doye. I see all of you. Thank you very much for joining us. It's going to be a wonderful conversation. Trust me. That's normal. So we saw it was the DSS prison officials. They clash, over Emefiele's custody. Of course, that one happened. Which day was that? Today, of course. I think that was when Emefiele was arrested. Everywhere let loose. Some people that have power, they came out to demonstrate their power. Oh boy, in this Nigeria, people get power. In this Nigeria, people get power. People just they demonstrate their power anyhow. But they need to use them for the good of the people. Now, what thing they worry me be? Oh boy, see they just they carry this thing everywhere. You know, see them? Watch. You go see the drama now. Oh boy, now these people get, if you just get office, if you just win election like this, you go just get power. No wonder some politicians, it's like they do or die affair. They must win. If they no win, they go fight. Just like what Obi is doing. Look at. See. Hey. Oh, so these people, I mean, then they arrest themselves. I don't understand. DSS with the you see, we want the government to arrange this thing. How can DSS will be fighting their brother, their fellow colleagues? I don't understand. See, this thing. Yes, of course, DSS will do their job. I don't know the process. I don't know the procedure. But for me, I'm only commenting on what I'm saying. Are you getting me now? It is not fair, or it is not okay. It is not professional for officials to be clashing among themselves. There's supposed to be a procedure. You understand me? We are proud to be Nigerians, but you see, because in Nigeria there are so many power. Oh boy, people get power for this country. See, I tell you, people get now because of Emefiele get connection. That is why you are seeing this case lingering the way it's lingering like this. Because if it was ordinary person, oh boy, waiting for don't happen. Let us hear what the man is saying. Let us listen to him a little bit. Let us see what he's saying.
And he has been granted bail graciously by his lordship. They arraigned him on a 2-count charge, very ridiculous charge, bordering on illegal.
Can you see these people? So I noticed that the obedient people are supporting Emefiele. Because from the way that man is talking, he's obedient person. IPOP. I don't understand though. We remember what happened during the campaign or before the election. That all the obedient people, they supported Emefiele for making sure that there was no money for people, because the disobedient children thought that making money not available for people would mean that there will be no election rigging and all of that. Because I can see that this lawyer is obedient. Is IPOP, Biafra, one of them, from the way he's talking. That the charges against Emefiele is ridiculous. What about the people? We can already judge. The federal government don't even need to. We already know the charges. In fact, if not that all of us want to obey the law, my brother, you think that Emefiele is supposed to be walking around freely for the suffering he put all of us in Nigeria? And I don't know. I see. That's why I say some people get power in Nigeria. Oh my God, I am so blessed to be from Nigeria. Oh boy, see, they play. He get people where get so many, the kind of power where people get. That is why all of them. That is why you see that they want to fight. Obi want to be president by force. Atiku want to be president by force. In fact, somebody even say something. that instead of Obi to become president, that the person that will become president first will be Atiku. Collins, if you don't like the way I'm talking, just go and rest. Because I'm giving you the authentic information. Because I don't brainwash anybody here. You understand me? See, it is because of the connections that MFLA have up to today. Of course, I know that MFLA was detained, I think, in DSS for 2 months or thereabout. It's not enough. People suffered because of what MFLA did. My brother, how can MFLA just easily take only 20 million to bail himself just like that? What about Showere? Showere was, they demanded 100 million bail from Showere and every other people. Look at the man that caused difficulty. Today, Nigeria is passing through all these high costs of food, inflations, because of what MFLA did. It's a ripple effect. It's not something, part of the problem today was caused by MFLA. Because as a CBN governor, he never take good decision. He never take good decision for our currency, for the exchange rate. He never did anything. What is the one thing that MFLA achieved? So, see, I believe that if the federal government don't know what to do, they should ask the people opinion. In fact, there's supposed to be opportunity for the people's opinion, because all of us, we know what in fact, I can tell you that the challenge that we are passing through today was caused by MFLA. MFLA never had plans for our currency, for the strength of our currency, to strengthen our currency, multiple exchange rates. MFLA encouraged multiple exchange rates. He was busy doing all kinds of things. As a CBN governor, he was a failure. That is why we are saying, how can we have leaders in position and they are failing in their job, and there's no investigation. Nobody's questioning them. Look at how many times do the UK change the prime minister? See, so many of you listen, but you are not learning. Did you know how many times the UK changed the prime minister? You don't know how many times. After Boris Johnson, there was a lady. The lady was in office. It's not even up to 6 months or thereabout. The shortest prime minister was that very lady. They find out that she's not doing well. The currency of the UK was almost crashing. They remove her immediately. But why in Nigeria case is always different? They will allow everything to spoil. I don't understand. That is why I say, for Nigeria, so people get too many power. If you don't get boys, we will go threaten people. If you go get boys, we will go attack people. Instead of you to use the resources of that job that you elected to do that job, some people use the resources to equip boys to be threatening people, and they will just be using the money for anything. It's a terrible situation. You understand me? Yusuf say in Sima, the problem is that court bail MFLA, but DSS work and taking order from president. Court grant him, but president have not given them order. Even FG was not happy for his bail. Of course, how can court give him order, bail for what? Based on what? Based on what? Based on what? That is why we are, part of those days, MFLA was sharing money to everybody, including judges and everything. So that is why we are saying that even our court system need a lot of work. Because I say people too get power for that country, Nigeria, especially politicians. I'm telling you, they have so many power. They can do the undo. And this is not good. So this MFLA brother was so not happy that that the DSS captured MFLA again. Because, MFLA is their brother now.
Possession of firearm. Gentlemen of the press, if you know the firearm that we are talking about, it is the kind of gun that the likes of Christopher Columbus and Mongo Park used during their days.
Did you hear that? Did they see the exaggeration? Did they see the audacity? Did they see the exaggeration of these people? I salute you, my blood. You see, he said the guns that the DSS used was so powerful, like in the days of Mongo Park. Oh boy, these people. You see, these obedient people or disobedient people, IPOP people, I not just know what thing they worry them for. You understand me? So yes, so the news is that Emefiele have been captured again because he has to. I mean, it's not enough to bail somebody who put the life of Nigerian at risk for just 20 million. No, 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 no. Something else must be done properly. Are you getting me? You understand me? So I mean, yeah, that's it. So guys, that is the news for Emefiele. We know that the IPOP people are not happy because they are the one that was hailing. They are the one that was hailing Emefiele. They were hailing him, hailing him, hailing him, hailing him, hailing him, hailing him. If you want to see the rearrest, they captured him back. You see, but you see that is why I keep reminding them that my brother, stop making noise. If you know Sabi, you know Sabi. You understand me? They are the one hailing Emefiele. Emefiele failed in his duties many times. Many times. I'm going to pick calls, guys. Remember, I said you can call in and make your contribution. Hello, I salute you. Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm very good. Emefiele. Ewefele. Emefiele. Yes.
Let me tell you what is playing out.
Please.
I know you said it.
Yes.
There is procedure.
Yes.
There is procedure.
Yes.
Why are they disgracing themselves, not us, themselves?
Yes.
It is the prison warden or the officer that is disgracing himself.
Yes.
He's disgracing himself based on the money Emefiele had given him or the influence he thinks Emefiele with that he might benefit from. What happened is this.
Yes.
The DSS had understood that Emefiele is a powerful person, he has money.
Yes.
When he goes to court, they want him in DSS dungeon
than
being in normal prison.
Yes.
While he's awaiting for trial. So they have only arraigned him today with a very lesser charge. They have not even started with him at all.
Yes.
But because people will be shouting, oh, you kept him in the dungeon, he's not going to court and all that. So what happened today was this. They arraigned him on a lesser charge of illegal armed possession,
yes,
which is they know is a bailable offense. He's bailed on that. Now they are rearresting him. Yes, he's been bailed for the lesser charge, but they are rearresting him for a higher charge, which they will be setting very soon. It is the stupid prison warder that was being silly. Yes, he has been bailed. He's been granted bail by the court. But if the DSS says we are rearresting this man, all he needed to ask is this? Are you rearresting him on the charge that is being bailed? Is being asked to offered bail, granted bail rather, and they will tell him no, we have other charges. But he probably didn't do that. He just said, oh, they've granted him bail. Since they've granted him bail, it can't be in your possession. It has to be in our possession, which is by law. But that is if the DSS is not putting another charge against him. If DSS is putting another charge against him, DSS has the right to rearrest him. So that was the drama we saw there. Somebody is not following the lay down principle, which is all he needed to have asked them was, why are you rearresting him? And they will tell him, we have another charge that has not been aired in court. This charge. Yes, he's been billed for that. Then let him pay the 200 million. We are collecting our money back from him small by small. So we will collect all that money.
Yeah. So with the connections that Emefiele put in place, that was why we saw that drama, because those of prison officers, they tried to defend him.
Yes, that is what we saw, and of course the DSS will have more
superior power. Yes.
Over prison borders.
So, but what is the issue with the disobedient people, these disobedient children? What is their own problem? Because it's like they are supporting the bailing, or I don't even know. What is their own?
Ogamisa, you see, there is this thing in Nigeria that if we don't like the fact that we don't like you, you can never do anything right. That's the obedient principle. Their cornerstone is built on, because we do not like this government, the government cannot do anything. And they forget something. As said by Barack Obama, he said, even if you don't like your president, even if you don't like the president of your country, don't wish him to fail. Because if your president fails, your country fails.
Okay. Yeah, but I can remember when MFLA was a governor, CBN, he did not even obey court order, because there was a time the court gave the go ahead for us to still use the old money, but MFLA did not even obey it. What do you have to say about that?
When you are in power, when they are in power, they are second God.
That is why I'm saying, oh boy, people get power for this country. Oh. Hey.
And the moment they are not in power, then they cry wolf.
Can you imagine?
Ordinary people like Emefiele. Is it people like Emefiele that will say, oh, they are not obeying court order? When you did not obey court order, he did not even obey the legislators. The principle of Nigeria currently that we operate says the highest upper chamber, the Senate. The Senate summoned him. He did not appear. He told them we have to go.
Yes, I remember a video. Oh God, let me go and look for that video. This is the time to play MFLA video. When he was saying, hey, look at me, yeah, if you need me, come and see me.
Hey. No, if you want to fight, I am ready.
Yes, he said, if you want to fight, I am ready. MFLA, come and fight. Oh.
I'm still with you.
Thank you very much. But my problem is that why the federal government will always wait after they have made life difficult for people, after they have made everybody to suffer, and they, at the end of the day, they will try to punish a politician for the crime he committed 8 years in office. This is a big problem, because many Nigerians, they suffered in the process. Why can't we change this system? Please, do you have any conversation in this area?
Isima, we have a big problem, and the problem we have is that even our political elites, I don't know how to put it. Now let me just put it this way. I have spoken with few obedients who are constitutional lawyers. Did you hear me? Constitutional lawyers. I spoke with them. We talk about this 25% Abuja thing. And they are blindly telling me that, yes, if you don't have 25% in Abuja, you cannot be president of Nigeria. And these are constitutional lawyers. And I'm asking them, are the Abuja electorate, are they super electors? You are interpreting the constitution in isolation. There are two clauses of that constitution that defines the federal capital territory. And these are constitutional lawyers. They are learned people.
They are not learned people, sir. Please. What makes them learned people? I don't know.
Because they are constitutional lawyers.
Yeah, but they are not now, from what you just said. How can they be constitutional lawyers and they don't know the constitution?
Nigerians, when it does not favor us, it is rubbish. We will look for every letter of the law to rubbish it, and that is why we have the problem we have. Well, I'm sure we are going. We will grow someday. Let me give others chance to come on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I salute you. I salute you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody in the comment section, let me read it, because I like to read something. Don't mind me. I say so many people get power for this country. I tell you, so many people. Look at somebody said now. Let me put him on the screen so that everybody will see. This is another Biafra criminal. He said Joseph, a big something, a BK. That's another IPOP criminal. He said, if you this Nsima no be idiot, is it not Buhari that gave Godwin MFLA instructions? If them born Tiff Tinubu, well, make he go arrest Buhari, idiot people. No problem now. Make Buhari come defend MFLA now. Make Buhari come defend Emefiele. Or you, disobedient idiot, or IPOP criminals, go and defend Emefiele now. Let us hear the ginger, where this one, the ginger now. How far?
Government that people voted for, just in government for less than 2 months, and we are doing this to ourselves. The whole world is looking at us.
Shut up. There is no one looking at anything. How can you free a man who made people to be suffering? Just like that. Ordinary 20 million. This is another IPOB people. Buhari, come and fight for Emefiele. You say it was Buhari that gave Emefiele instruction. Abi? Shey, now what do you talk? Oh yeah, now Buhari will come and defend Emefiele now. You understand me? The guy just wasted 8 years as a CBN governor without achieving anything, amassing the resources for himself, without helping, making policies that will grow the naira, straighten the naira. Look at today. How much is the naira? Some of you will be blaming the president. This has nothing to do with the president. The high rate of naira has nothing to do with the president. It is because of the failure of Emefiele. And if the federal government cannot include this in its charges, for the fact that let us know what Emefiele actually achieved as a CBN governor. After he has been paid lots of money, enjoy a lot of things, different cars, different houses, enjoy the wealth of the country. And some people are talking, and this man is here shouting, elected. Did you elect him? Did you elect him? Did you elect Tinubu? Did you elect him? We that elected him, we are happy seeing what is going on, because it's not okay. It's not okay for a man that caused difficulty. We have the videos everywhere now. People, they were sleeping on ATM machine. They could not have access to their money. They will go to bank. They say you cannot withdraw your money. It was a wicked. Will I say? What qualification will I give to that action of Emefiele? No. He cannot just end just like that. He cannot use the same Nigerian money to bail himself to go and sleep. That is not fair. So thank you, DSS, for doing this one. You understand me? Thank you, DSS, for doing this one. Because it could have been a disaster. Yes, because all of us would have been firing you. Trust me, because we don't want this kind of thing to happen. Somebody will not just be in position and make life difficult for Nigerians and will use the same money to bail himself and go home, just like that. No. You understand me? It's not making sense. The rule of law, yes, according to the news, Emefiele was bailed with 20 million, yes? The government still have the right to arrest him the same minute for another charges. And that is what they are saying. Emefiele was arrested because they have not even visited his own case. Yes, so yeah. So the people are shouting, the IPOP people and Biafra, because I can see they are the ones shouting.
You know what about the safety of your brother?
I am very, very much safety of my brother. I have made it clear. It is simple. All this fighting between the two military apparatus is not necessary.
No. He must face the law, my brother. Don't ginger too much. Ordinary 20 million. Nigerians would have been fighting the government now for just bailing Emefiele with ordinary 20 million after what he put us through. No, now. It does not make sense. If Emefiele is bailed with 20 million, don't you think that another CBN governor will do the worst? And then they will reference that Emefiele was bailed with just 20 million because they know, oh, after all, it's just money. And we'll just give money and that's it. So I don't know if this man is a lawyer or what, but you see, all of them are under the payroll of some people. That is why they are shouting the way they are shouting, because we don't expect them to be happy. Because so yes, for me, I feel like that if Emefiele was just allowed to go home just like that, it would not make sense. But thank God for DSS for taking action, because if not, they will just be making noise and be shouting. You understand me? So let us listen. You can see them. I told you it's IPOP lawyer. Can't you see it? This is another IPOP lawyer. Anytime I give you information, just know these are the Biafra people that supported Obi. They are the ones still supporting Emefiele. Is their brother. This is IPOP lawyer now. We know all of them. You see, all of them, they are the same people. They all plan to see how they can bring down the government through MFLA policies that do not allow money for people to have money. Let us listen to what he's saying.
Now, having granted Ministerial said ordered that he should be remanded to correctional center, pending when they will meet up with the condition for bail. That was all. So when we left the court, we started hearing that this said that they will not, they are taking him, that they will not comply with the court order. So they
is a lie. DSS cannot say they will not comply with court order. What do you mean they are not comply with court order? Did MFLA comply with court order? OB people, the IPOP lawyer, he never finished to release Nnamdi Kanu. They go MFLA. My brother, this time around, they go crush you. This is not Buhari regime. Oh. Intelligent people are running the government. This is not Buhari regime. That maybe the people working with him did not do the right thing. Oh boy, go and sleep. Don't think that this Buhari. This is not Buhari. Oh. Hello, I salute you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello, how are you? Just speaking with Mike.
Please go ahead. What's your contribution?
My contribution remains that anyone arrested is not the matter. But what matters is that the judge has given.
We can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Orders. Can you hear me now?
Well, go ahead, but I think he's shaking. Just go ahead, please.
I say the judge has given orders which we should be reminded in correctional services, not by DSS. What you are telling people here, when they disobey the orders, we all will see it at the end.
Okay, what
of the law of the land has been.
So what is the law? What was the law of the land? What was the law of the land? What? Listen. You are the evil. You are the evil. You are the evil. You are not listening. What was the law of the land? No, what was the law of the land? My brother, there is no need for you to be emotional. Listen to me. I don't like all these criminals calling my program. You see all these, they are noisemakers. You go and make noise and get your Biafra. Stop calling my programs. What is wrong with all these IPOP criminals? You are calling my program, you are talking rubbish. I'm not here in emotional system. Use emotion just like Obi. Win election and become the president of the country now. Are you not in the courts? Go and defend your mandate. You say your mandate was coming. Don't come out. Please, obedient idiot. Stop calling my program and be talking rubbish. I'm not interested in all of you. You understand me? We are talking. You say that there was a law that the judge. What did the judge say? What did the judge say? What did the judge say? There's a superior order. What is the superior order? That he must be arrested by the DSS. Simple and short. So get out. If you are not happy, go and fight. Go and fight the DSS. Don't come and fight me on this platform. Hello, your name and where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Ghana.
Tell us your name, please.
Hello, I'm calling from Ghana. My name is Bumi.
Please go ahead. What's your contribution? Yes.
Yeah, the man that just got finished now, that man, he was talking of the rule of law. Where is the rule of law? When did he obey the court order when he was in power?
Correct.
What is he talking about?
Correct.
What is he talking about? What did he know? Now, today in Nigeria, we can count how many people that this man killed. How many business this man destroyed in Nigeria?
Yes.
Nigeria has not released from those things.
Yes.
They are saying they should release him. Release him to where?
Very good.
To where? Nigeria is a joke country. The emotional of people just be talking rubbish on the phone because this man is from our tribe, they should leave him. This man is from Delta State, from Igbo. I don't know what's wrong with Nigeria.
No, it's not Nigeria. You said you don't know what is wrong with Obi or IPOP or Igbo, if you want to put it that way.
This man should be sent to life imprisonment. This man should not be released to his family till their God come. I'm sure even the DSC will not release him. Mama, thank you for your good word.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, the last caller was telling us about rule of law. The MFLA himself never obeyed rule of law. When life was so difficult for people, the case of is a monetary policy. MFLA monetary was taken to court, and the same court said that, oh, let Nigerians continue with the old currency, no problem. He refused. Nah. You are calling us to tell us rule of law. You must be a bunch of criminals, and criminals will be punished in this government. That is a sign. What just happened today is a sign that the city boy is not joking with criminals. Don't think that you will come and get power and then tomorrow you just come and bring 20 million to bail yourself out. I salute you.
Hello, my brother. Greet you, my brother.
I salute you. Please go ahead.
Every fella will die in jail. Let it be there. Every fella not better pass people who die for this naira matter.
Oh.
Every fella not obey court order. Why are they crying? Why do people are crying? Why are they crying?
Is that why the Edo people protested yesterday?
I don't know for all those ones. So I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
So they are protesting because of fuel what? I don't know. All those ones are obedient.
Yes.
All those people is obedience. Not even my Bini go. All those ones are doing. All those ones when they vote for Bini.
Yes.
Why are they crying, my brother? Why are they crying? Because of a Emefele. Emefele is supposed to rot in jail, supposed to die in jail, supposed to be there. Because that man, he did not obey the law. Why people are crying? It's for better, it's for what? And so what? Did you know how many people go down because of this man? Did you know how many people get up debt because of this bank issue? That is my contribution on this mess, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I salute you. Now, my program do not give opportunity for criminals to prevail. You understand me? It's right from the days of John the Baptist. You understand me? The kingdom of God is already violent, right? That is what the Bible says. So when you allow criminals to prevail and run propaganda, they succeed. We don't allow criminals to talk rubbish. We remind them of their criminality, and they must be punished for it. Hello, I salute you.
I salute you, Sima, from Akwa Ibom.
Yes, please go ahead.
Well done.
I salute you.
I don't know how Nigerians, we are quick to forget things. I don't know if they remember, maybe you played them the video of what really happened during that naira classification.
Yes, I need to bring out the video. Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, breaking bad, you were crying, people were holding up and that. I think maybe you need to play so that Nigeria will remember this man. This is the same man that, you know, when he traveled to America, he ran to America, he don't want to come back because DSS was looking for him.
Yes.
They had many, he wanted to arrest him. He refused to come back.
Yes.
Until the former defense minister, Irabo, giving him military defense. You remember when military and DSS were fighting?
Yes.
It was the military that gave him cover.
Yes.
If a military is going to toilet, soldier will follow him.
Yes.
Anywhere, that's
Emefiele was part of the people that punished Showere, because even Showere even tweeted it. Please go ahead.
So,
yes.
Emefiele boosting in chest. Come and fight me.
Come and fight me. He was enjoying Nigerian money. Now that the case have caught up with him, he's showing Bible. I saw him with Bible today in the court. What is going on?
Exactly. He like those Almaji, he like those Malak. He wearing that logo was like looking sympathetic. That man. Look at that.
And he still came with Bible the same time. Who is he deceiving?
He wearing that that logo outside kind of style.
Yes.
Looking so you see, look at him. He was saying that he wanted to keep me. He's about I want to give me remain inside the look at that man. So Nigerians are to forget. And what happened is that because according to several sources we got, they already perfect plans for him to escape Nigeria. If they mistakenly release him to that prison guy,
yes, he will run. Yes,
he will run.
He will run. They already have plans for him because they know that it's not going to be easy for him. Even we Nigerians, we don't want it to be easy for him, for what he did for us.
Exactly, because yes, but the way that they already perfected plan for him to escape Nigeria.
Wow.
And there are more of that.
Don't go down.
Wow.
They on his head.
Wow.
And I guess you call they on the head. But the problem is if they mistakenly release him,
yes,
then we don't see Emefiele will escape Nigeria.
Yes, continue talking. Let me show people how Emefiele came to court today with Bible. Please go ahead. Just go ahead.
That's how why DSS had to hold him.
Yes.
Hold him and say that they arrested him.
Yes.
They are still looking for because they charge him for that less card.
Yes.
Thinking that that will really just to test the ground. You see, this man, what Nigeria went past through doing that time with this Naira design.
Yes.
I don't know what to forgive him. So DSS has not done anything wrong. We know how Emefiele was disobeying court order. Even up to Supreme Court, this just what's it called? It's just a court in Nigeria. They're just high court. That's high court. Emefiele disobeyed Supreme Court order. He refused. He refused to listen to the obey court order. This is the man that is being charged for supporting a terrorist, aiding different kind of charges. This man here, different kind of charges. We know how when Emefiele became a CBN governor, we know how much is Naira to dollar was just around less than 200 Naira. Today we know when he left here, we know how much Naira was to dollar.
Life has become so difficult for Nigerians.
Emefiele was the one. What was doing is that he have different dudes brew the change. Emefiele was the one organizing them. He have his boys. What they will do is that they will come and buy the Naira, the dollar in CPN at the rate of 400 Naira.
Yes.
They will now go and those are booty forest at almost 600 to 700.
Yes.
That's what Emefiele.
Multiple exchange rates everywhere.
Is Emefiele who work? Emefiele now started taking us as a mugu. Say he was fighting those Aboki forests in London. Some people who sit there in London, they will be dictating. Emefiele is good. The same person that organized those boys, he now came on TV telling us that he's fighting them. Can you imagine that kind of stupidity?
Please, who is this? Is it the wife?
No, that is the court register.
That woman there. Is it how they dress?
I don't know.
No, they say that is the wife. Oh, he came with the wife. People that enjoy the money with him. That is the wife. You know, I say in Nigeria, I tell you, they are, no matter how bad you are, people still like you. Oh boy, like, people get power for Nigeria. See, what I tell you, not be small thing. No, people get power for Nigeria. If you, as long as you have money.
People they like their thief now. Imagine, look at this thing now. Look at how the old people are defending. That's typical. That's how Nigeria look like. And the only best way, city boy, you need to do a lot. There are a lot of jobs to do. We can't continue in this way. We need to strengthen our institution and more decentralization of power, transparency, monitoring. There are a lot of things that we need to do. We can't continue in this way because this is absolutely nonsense. This is crazy. Emefiele time they finished Nigeria.
Take a look at what happened to Nigerians. Look at it. Some big people that have power, they were spreading money in parties. Is that not that celebrity? But people were queuing up in the ATMs. No money. This is what Emefiele did to Nigeria. If people have forgotten.
Please play them those videos. How people are crying in the bank, how some people are naked, how people different. There are a lot of stories.
There are plenty. We will put it together because this case was going to be a long one. So don't worry. We will put it together. Thank you very much for calling. Yeah. Thank you very much. Please, you will call back. We will still have a lot of conversation. We have not reached Oshomole. Remember Oshomole, I don't know what I was, the new senators. They were asking Oshomole to apologize for saying the truth. Where are we going in this country? Hey, Oshomole. We thank God for Osho Baba. The news, I don't know what is the news. They were telling Oshomole to apologize for telling them the truth. Oh my God. Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please. I salute you.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead. Your name and where you're calling us from. Please go ahead. Okay.
I'm happy that the MFLA is a criminal.
Okay.
And he's being tortured like a criminal. The way I will also be happy if they torture that man that caused NSAS, called City Boy. He's also a criminal. All of you are criminals. If they can torture City Boy the way they torture the Metro, all of them, they are all criminals. If they are not jumping the rule of law, they are all criminals as well. So go to Metro only.
Mention their names now. Including your own brother too. All of them, they are now in torture now. If they call my program, they fight me. See your MFLA here. See your MFLA. People were crying, no money, everything. You see, but he was giving money to some special people. He was giving money to some special people to be spreading money. Why life were difficult for people? Many people died. If I show you some videos like this, you understand me? My brother, especially all these IPOP people, don't come and fight me. I'm not the one stopping you to get your Biafra. Am I stopping you to sit at home? Eh? They say sit at home now. They say get your Biafra now. You cannot. They say Obi, come and defend your mandate. You cannot. Please stop calling my program to be fighting me. I'm not the one stopping you. Are you getting me now? I'm not the one stopping you, okay? You understand me? So please stop calling my program and be making noise. Huh? I'm not the one that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. Are you getting me now? I'm not the one that I'm not the one that arrested Nnamdi. So please carry your hatred and your anger and your disobedience. Go that side. Go fight the government. Go fight the SS. You see, so they have forgotten what MFLA did. So that is why I'm playing this, so that you see what people suffered during that time. There are so many things. We are going to put them together and we are going to compile them when the right time comes. I get it, Mina. So the DSS did the right thing for making sure that people who made Nigerians to suffer the way they suffer should be held responsible. You understand me? They should be held responsible. You understand me? They should be held responsible. So more is coming. More is coming for MFLA. More is coming for MFLA. Let us forget about MFLA. I think the DSS have dealt with that already. Because if the DSS did not do something, or the government did not do something, we would have been talking about it. How can MFLA, they will just bail him with just 20 million, just like that. And he'll just escape. And all the people that died, they will just rest in peace. Is that what you're saying? Will they be able to rest in peace? Just like that? So yes, let there be a solution. We want to see people punished for making Nigerians to be suffering. You understand me? So that's it. That is by the way. Remember, we are still talking about the ministerial list. The ministerial list, of course, on Thursday. What are your expectations? What are your thoughts about this? City boy. Na turn by turn, oh. Na jagaban turn, oh. Abeg wait for your turn. Turn by turn, oh. Cha. Na jagaban turn, oh. Abeg wait for your turn. You understand me? So now people are not talking about these things that is going on now. You understand me? Several organizations are now taking steps. They are now following the direction of the government. We are aware that Zenith Bank increases the salary of their staff by 100% to also cushion the subsidy removal. Everybody use subsidy now to be shining. Cushion the effect of subsidy. Cushion what subsidy? What subsidy? Check all over the world. Nigeria is one of the best places. You know, I'm telling you. So please. But the news is that so many people are now following that. Even the governors are now taking steps. But we want to see all these things translate to something tangible for the people. We want to see it reflect in the price of goods. Of course, today, even today, our vice president was also in an event. He said, what did he say there? Scaling up multi-stakeholder collaboration, investment in the implementation of the food system, transformation pathways in Nigeria. You understand? So many other, of course, we saw it in this, the vice president at the UN and every other delivering that message. We need to see that happening right now. Okay. So yeah. So I came across the interview of Osho Baba, Oshomole at Channels. It was a nice conversation, and I feel maybe you will just take us through there. And to my greatest surprise, today, was it today, earlier today, we saw the senators asking Oshomole to apologize for the comment that he made on Channels. My brother, wahala, wahala, wahala. This country, many people get too much power. My brother, if they just elect you into office, you begin to exercise power. That was the same way Emefiele was showing us power. He did not hear. Some people say even Goodluck Jonathan advised Emefiele to resign, but he refused to resign because he thought that Buhari would back him up. My brother, Nigeria is back. You understand me? Thank you very much, Yusuf. You say you are expecting Wike to be on the ministerial list, of course. Wike, that is good. Wike is the right man for the job. Wike did a lot of things. Wike exposed a lot of things. Wike did a lot of things as a governor in Rivers State. So he deserves it. He deserves more. People that are working are the people that deserve that position because they can use it for the betterment of the people. Thank you very much, Yusuf, for your comment on that. Thank you. I'm looking for comment that makes sense. I say I thought is billion, 20 million is too small to realize this criminal, to release this criminal. Yes, it was not billion, no, 20 million. It was not billion, 20 million. Which billion? Was it billion? I saw 20 million, not billion. It was 20 million. Are you getting me now? Thank you very much, guys. We are kings and queens, and we have overcome the world. Are you getting me now? So yes. So let us move on to this conversation now, right now. The line is still open. If you want, as we are discussing, if you want to call in the midst of the conversation, you are free to call in the midst of the conversation. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Victor, calling from Geneva.
Please go ahead. What's your contribution?
Hello?
Go ahead. What is your contribution?
You are celebrating a method arrest. You cannot be a bastard. Where is Buhari? You cannot be a bastard. You are celebrating a method. Where is Buhari?
So what are you celebrating? Are you so you are weeping? So you have confirmed to us that as he's paining you, it is sweeting us. That is what you have just confirmed. Thank you very much for calling us. Continue crying. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them. Yeah. You see, the obedient children, the children of hate, they just call now. They say he's paining them. They say I'm celebrating Emefiele arrest. That is paining them. So I'm singing to him, as it is paining you, it is sweet us. Omo nyamri, as he dey pain you, you go dey sweet us. I salute you.
Guys,
yes.
I hope you never block and you go to hear me, Abi.
If they hear you now, if they listen. Yeah.
When God go punish you, Oga. That man will take on that platform. Now, Tinubu now get that platform. Now God will punish you.
He don't already punish him now. They cry.
God will punish you as you come to that platform. See me they go arrest Buhari. When me fella deceive Buhari, it's God that will punish you tonight. You and your generation. God will punish you. Idiots.
Thank you very much. Leave them. Now here, now they deal with them. Now they are taking time to be watching the program. Oh boy, go end. Go easy for all of you. You go to call, you go to cry. At a point, I will be leaving you people to be crying. Don't worry. It's just that I don't want to waste my time. I have a lot of things to talk about. I could have allowed you to talk. so that people will see that you guys are really in pain. The pains have just started. It's barely 2 months, so you never finish. You understand me? You never finish. It's barely 2 months. My brother, you go pain on a well. You understand me? You go pain on a well. I salute you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes.
That person that just called now is a fool. He's a fool. We know them. They are criminally minded. They want money by all means.
Yes.
They want to conquer Nigeria and put in their pockets. When Nigeria is not allowing, they start abuse near everybody. Go back and take your 5 plot and go away. You can go and sit down in your 5
Yes,
plot.
go and sit at room. Go and sit at room.
Your 5 plot. Go and sit at your 5 plot. You scatter all around Nigeria, taking resources everywhere. You polluted everywhere with your adulterated drugs, with your criminality. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows you. That's why they just trust you. You never cry rich, you. You never cry rich. You go cry tired. We don't care what you turn your state to. It's your property. You can do anything in your land. Nobody is dragging you with you. But Nigeria, you go here when go never.
Thank you very much for your contribution. They never, you just start, then they cry. My brother, just leave your cry and your tears when the right time comes. You understand me? Somebody say we are not hearing of Obi again. Who is Obi? Is it the Obi Keredeke or the Obi China or the Obi Indonesia or the Obi Malaysia? My brother, you don't understand. Please, if you are commenting on my page, make sure that you don't respond to any Biafra or any text message. Any message you receive, please make sure you don't respond to it, because they are the Biafra IPOP criminals. They are hackers. They want to hack your account. They want to take over your account. They want to block your account. Please, if you are commenting on this page, do not respond to anybody that send you message in your WhatsApp. If they send you any Telegram link or any code, please do not click any link sent by somebody that you don't know, please, because this is what they are doing to take over your pages and to block your account. Please, they will lock you out, change all the details, change all the names. Please, don't respond to anybody's text message or click any link or respond to anybody that you don't know or even answer their calls. Please, this is very, very important, because all of them are on the lookout. They know that this is the only platform that deal with them, with the criminals. They are crying. You understand me? We don't have time for them yet. We have not started yet, though. We are waiting for the ministerial list to come out. So, my brother, I see you, Mojid. He said, we know they hear Obi is coming again. He don't let her clear for their face. My brother, they never wake up yet. You understand me? They never wake up yet. When the time comes, he will clear them very, very soon. You understand me? Yeah, somebody say he has went to visit his madman. Remember, he said his best friend is a madman from secondary school. So maybe he went to visit his... Oh, my father, my father. I beg, let us listen to Oshomole. Osho Baba. Osho Baba. Let us listen to Osho on channels. Yeah, very important conversation.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Let's begin the conversation around the issue of palliatives.
So, Osho was asking Osho Baba lots of questions, and I think he delivered a very wonderful conversation here with channels, and that is why some people, they were not happy. But Osho, of course, you know, Oshomole is one of the experienced man as well in politics, in Nigerian politics, and he has a lot. He knows better, and he can, you know, he actually delivered the message. So please, I just want you to pay attention. Somebody, Ebuka Francis, this is IPOP people. Now let me put you on the screen before I move. Ebuka Francis, IPOP criminal. Is from his name, you know, he's one of the IPOP criminals. He said that DSS almost killed someone at court. What did you have to say about it? What do you have to say about you killing your people every day because you say you are killing your people for Nnamdi Kanu to be released? What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about your people, IPOP, Biafra, burning shops and businesses because you want to, I want IPOP, you say Nnamdi Kanu must be released. That is why you are killing people, burning properties. What do you have to say when your IPOP criminals flogging children on the street? What do you have to say about that? You say DSS almost killed. They did not kill, they almost killed. But we saw IPOP people, Biafra criminals, killing people every day and be eating them, packaging them, cannibalism going on in the southeast. And you are telling me, so what do you have to say about that? Bunch of criminals. You think that this is a page that you can come and talk rubbish? Listen to Osho. Osho is giving it to you, woto. Listen to him.
Yes. When Nigerians thought that things were, it got bad, when it was, the price of petrol was over 500 naira, during the week it now went as far as 617 naira.
But that has nothing to do with the president now. If things are going up, now president na cause am. No be president cause am. I mean go do miracle. Yusuf say, have you ever seen or heard one day the IPO people abuse Emefiele before? You can never hear that because Emefiele is their financial backup man. Emefiele must pay for all of my money before the release am. You hear them? No worry. You will soon hear the opinion of the people. You understand me? When the opinion of the people come, now you understand. Thank you very much, Oluwatoyin. You said, in Sima, I salute you. All the children of hate kept quiet when Emefiele made life difficult for the common man before the election. But now they are screaming that fuel price is high. They did not just keep quiet, though. They supported Emefiele. They support, even me, I put the message out. They supported Emefiele, that Emefiele is making sure that there will be no election rigging, there will be no vote buying. They supported Emefiele. That is why you are seeing all of them crying. Anyway, we have passed Emefiele something. Let us continue.
Up to now, we still do not know in specifics and when the issue of politics will be rolled out. With the way and manner things are going with a lot of Nigerians, those who will probably feel very disturbed and pained that they are paying so much now with the monies that is not really available. What do you?
I like Shomu sometimes when he's asking his questions. He said Nigerians are paying. Is it because of the city boy? Naim Kosam? Is it not Emefiele that caused it?
What do you think is the immediate measure as a sitting lawmaker to alleviate the pains of the Nigerian people?
Well, I'm just going to speak my opinion. You know, first, the issue of implementation of a policy is that of the executive. I think we have approved a palliative package as requested by the executive. And they have a couple of conversations as to, you know, what is the best way to administer it, about 500 billion. I guess the challenge, I use the word guess, I think the challenge the government is facing is the usual stuff of not having a reliable data. Not many Nigerians believe that the data that was used by the previous administration, you know, was reliable. And as much as you want to rush to treat a patient, you don't want to throw the medication at the wrong person. And you want to ensure
but the issue of this data, you know, we have been talking about data. I remember when Goodluck Jonathan came into office, he invested on this data something. He brought out the BVN. Another government came in. No, it was who brought out BVN? I forgot it. Another person came in, brought out NIN. We also have bank accounts. This BVN, NIN, some people have passports, some people have phone numbers. all these things can be integrated into a database system that can, you don't need to get it right at first, but it can be done, integrated into a database system, linked with people's date of birth and BVN, NIN, maybe, and their pictures, photo, so that nobody can maybe manipulate it, and they start using it as a working document. Because we are tired of government telling us that they don't have reliable data every time. Who is going to provide reliable data now? Is it the people? Is it not the job of the government? So yes, Oshomole was like, oh, maybe it's because of the difficulty of the unreliable data. Who's supposed to give us a reliable data? It's the government now. So if the government himself are complaining they don't have a reliable data, who will give us reliable data then? So this is the way we ask questions. If our government are supposed to make things work are the one complaining that they don't have reliable data, who will give us reliable data then? So this is the kind of things that we are talking about. We don't want this government to come and be complaining anyhow. Focus on one thing and do. If you want to give us data, because we already have the data available, just that it's not integrated, it's scattered around. Put them together, a working document in progress that you can start using it, continue to do corrections until we will get it right. And put a system that everybody that is being given birth to, there is a registration system that is linked across the state. Anybody, it doesn't, whether you are giving birth to anywhere, your date of birth, your BVN will be generated at birth, so that it will be linked. This thing can be done. If we keep complaining every year, previous administration came, no data, they finish, another one, when is it going to be done? So you see, these are the things that we ask questions. We're asking questions. You understand me? So let us listen to a show. Powerful man.
For accountability, and that money paid out can be verified, and real human beings can lay claim. Particularly when you take into account the fact that even in the formal sector, you do have challenges year after year of ministers of finance telling us about ghost workers and stuff like that.
And exactly, when we have this database, yeah, this issue of ghost workers will no longer be there. You see, ghost workers or whatever they call it. I was reading some comment of IPOB criminals. I don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to offer because, yeah, you can see they don't have anything to offer. They will keep talking and complaining. When we give the opportunity to speak, they can't say anything tangible. They either abuse people or say all kinds of things. And when you come here, I will abuse you too. If you abuse me, I will abuse you 10 times. You understand me? So yes, the issue of ghost workers is not today now. It's been there. Which government will be ready to solve it? You see, that is what we are talking about. It is only in Nigeria we hear about ghost workers. Maybe in Africa, the technology is available. Youths are available that are technologically inclined. Engineers are available to solve that problem. We have Ministry of, is it ICT or technology? Is it not supposed to be a project that's supposed to be handled by one of these people in the ministry? I don't understand. It's not just that they don't want, the government have never wanted to solve this problem. It is also a means where the government manipulate everything and go away with it. We don't want the city boy government to be like the previous administration, complaining of things that have been there for so many years without solving it. We need solutions. We need solutions. That is why you are a government. You cannot come and complain to the people what you are supposed to do. Who will solve the problem then? I salute you. Thank you very much for your comment. I see you. You understand me? So let us listen to a show.
like you, I don't think anybody, including the president, I think he is anxious to have his money out. He's not accruing any interest to government, certainly not to the president. I'm sure he will want to get the targeted beneficiaries to begin to collect whatever is it that is due to them. Now, in the formal sector, I think there should be no reason why that cannot be done quickly. Those in the employment sector, whether public service, employed by federal government, or those employed by state governments, and even those employed by private sector employers. I think that is a lot easier to handle, and it can be handled at two phases. You can give an urgent stopgap. Take this now, without prejudice, while we continue conversation in terms of the long-term sustainable solution to deal with a reality that we have come to accept. As for the up and down of the prices, it goes without saying that when you deregulate and you withdraw subsidy, when you deregulate and you subject a product to market forces, it has to go up and down. The challenge in Nigeria, however, is the fact that we are managing with two difficult, unstable variables. The real devil, in my view, is the exchange rate. Now, if the exchange rate, if we can't find a way to stabilize it, if it goes up and down, then anything that has imported content, the price should also go up and down. But if it's
I have not seen any exchange rate in the world that is stable. I have not seen it. It's always fluctuating. That is how it's supposed to be. It's always so. I don't know. The Nigerian situation is not peculiar. You understand me? It is always, there is no exchange rate in the world. Today, the dollar to the pounds is not the same as yesterday, and it will not be. It is not going to be the same in the next 1 hour or in the next 30 minutes. Either some pence will go out, or some what do they call it? Some cent will go out. You see? So I mean, the fundamental thing is what we are talking about. Government should use the e-naira on the blockchain technology to distribute the money to the masses. That is a lie. You are talking rubbish. That is complete rubbish, man. Which blockchain? How many people are on the blockchain? How many people are on the blockchain? Please, I bet we should stop talking all these things. You understand me? How many people are on the blockchain? You are talking about blockchain. People don't even have phone or internet to even access their bank account, except they go to bank. You are talking about blockchain. So I beg. I see your comment, but I don't think that is correct. Yes.
Keep going down. Then, of course, it simply means that anything with the product content will keep going up in terms of price. So we have to achieve some stability. The monetary authorities need to revisit whatever tools are available to bring some stability to the naira.
Can you mention any currency in the world that is stable, please? This is another IPOP criminal. Let me put your name on the screen so that people will see how stupid you are. He said, will you shut up if you don't know what to say? Travel and see countries' money that are stable for more than 10 years. You understand me? Show me money that are stable for 10 years. What you can be telling us that the rate of the fluctuation is too much. You can tell me that, yes, but that is because we don't have any product we are importing. If you are using your money to be importing goods and you are not producing, that is how it's supposed to be. This is not, what do they call it? It's not rocket science. Exactly. He said the problem here is Nigerian depends on imported materials. Everything imported. That is where the issue is. You understand me? I put it on the screen. Give me answer. Show me the currency that is stable for 10 years. Bunch of criminals running propaganda every day. Okay, let us continue listening to Oshomole because he's delivering the message.
If they cannot get it to appreciate, they should get some, develop appropriate tool to achieve a level of stability. Since we have abolished, since we have abolished the dual exchange rate. The other is the fact that oil price changes, but those changes don't occur overnight. We all monitor. It can increase by 2 cents, it can decrease by 3 cents, it can drop by $1, it can increase by $2. But between the time the increase takes place and when the product gets to the refining process and all of that. So I think there is something that government need to pay attention to, such that because we are not really yet having a competitive market as far as petroleum product is concerned. NNPC is still a dominant, if not a dangerous, monopoly player. And monopolies, we pass on their inefficiencies. I'm not suggesting that what has happened, but I'm saying that the way to prevent producers of services from bidding in their own impurities into a price.
Okay, that was Oshomole trying to explain more. There's a place I'm getting to.
About removal of subsidy and the fact that it needs to go. But a lot of people were imagine, and as your government, the APC, had said that you were prepared for this. And the president said, I asked for this job. You voted me in. Let me do this job. So it comes with a thinking that there was a preparation for this. But it looks like the way and manner your critics are taking this, it doesn't look like the government already have a thought-out plan on some of these issues. If this is an agenda that was going to happen should you win the election, why is it taking a long time to be able to fix the pains of Nigerians based on the policy?
Sean will say, why is it taking a long time? 56 days in office. 56 days in office taking long time. What do you mean? Anyway, let us listen to Oshomole's response.
Of government.
No, sure, you have to be fair. The fact that a doctor is committed to treating a patient and he really claims to knowing the nature of the disease that afflict the patient doesn't mean that as soon as you wheel the patient into the theater, a solution emerges. I think President Tinubu has shown commitment. He withdrew the subsidy, proceeded to say, one of the things I will have to do is to adjust wages in the formal sector, and the other one is to appropriate some funds that we will pay to the most vulnerable people. Those most vulnerable people are not necessarily wage earners. In fact, there's a school of thought that think that wage earners are relatively privileged compared to those who are not even sure of tomorrow's pay. So I do not think I am shocked that between the time he made the pronouncement and now, there is no clear-cut. The one that is straightforward, in my view, is dealing with the formal sector. I think it is possible for the president to decide that next month, every worker in the employment of the federal government shall earn extra, and direct the finance ministry or the head of service to say, from next month, effect X level of tax cut. I believe that is possible, but only in the short run. In the long run, the conversation needs to take place because we are in a democracy. The president cannot decree on matters that affect the other social partner when it comes to employment. It must carry on board the labor unions. It must also, for this purpose, as much as possible, carry on board the private sector employers because that's what we call neighborhood effect. If you work for federal government and I work for Channels Television and my pay is going up as a federal employee and yours is static, there will be some instability in the system. But I believe that those...
Osho was dealing with the issue. Thank you very much. I see you, King. Thank you very much for joining us. Wonderful conversation. Simio, I'm talking about Oshomole. And this IPOP criminal, he just went and commented rubbish here. He said, Nsima, you are so blind. You can't see, you are only talking about Igbos. Can't you see what is happening in the country? You can't say anything about that. Well, you are a blind man. Thank you very much. You that is not blind, go and get your Biafra. Go and sit at home. Go and sit at home. Are you getting me? Blind people don't come and talk to people. Or will I say, yes, people that see road don't come and talk to people that are blind. Go and make your way. Allow us.
Involved in this process. Most understand, and I believe they do understand that it is not something that they have unlimited time to deal with.
Yes, go and sit at home, please. Go and sit at home. Don't come here. Go and fight for your Biafra. Are you getting me? Go and sit at home. This is not the place for you. You say you are not part of Nigeria, and you are talking about Nigeria. Why are you talking about Nigeria? What are you talking about Nigeria? Go and sleep. Go and get your Biafra, and you are making noise. City boy is the man for the job. Are you getting me? That's it.
Important that it is dealt with expeditiously, and that the workers have their pay packet improved substantially.
To what extent do you think
nobody dispute the increase? The other one that I believe government could do immediately, but even
I salute you. I salute you. What do you have to say? Please go ahead.
Afolabi calling from BC.
Yes.
I want to thank you for this opportunity. God will continue to bless you.
Bless you more.
Yeah, I want to say something about Emefiele.
Emewele or Emefiele. Yes, go ahead.
Well, people have been talking about the law. Equity is part of our legal system too. And one of the principles of equity is that he that comes to equity must come with clean hands.
Exactly.
Mr. Emefiele is not clean. So anybody who is pitying him or talking about law in respect of Emefiele is just being hypocritical. Emefiele, Supreme Court, a whole Supreme Court, we should get one thing right about even when we talk about the Constitution, which is the grand norm of the country. It is what the Supreme Court says that a section of the Constitution is that the country will depend on. The Supreme Court judges, the Supreme Court justices are very powerful. It is what they say. What the law is what the law is. They pronounce, they gave an order, and this Emefiele refused to obey that order. It's the same Emefiele that is coming now to say that the court should, the government should, the DSS should obey court order. When he was the CBN governor, did he obey the court order? He didn't. And now he expects DSS to obey court order. This is hypocrisy.
The DSS did not disobey any court order in the first place.
Yes.
So they did their job. DSS did their job. Yes.
Yeah, that's my next step. We don't know what DSS might have done. They said there's another that the man should be put in the correctional facility. The bill has not been perfected. Even if there are some times too that court will give an order, and the other party might go ahead to give notice of appeal. And there are some arguments that there are some cases that a notice of appeal will serve as an execution of court order. We don't know what is going on. All we know is that he has been asked to be remanded in the correctional facility. The bill terms has not been perfected. It has not been met. Emefiele has other issues to answer. They have a right to arrest him based on a different ground. So if he's rearrested, we don't know why he has been arrested.
There are so many charges flying around. Some of them is illegal possession of firearms, criminal breach of trust, incitement of violence, criminal misappropriation of public funds, economic sabotage, economic crimes of national security dimension. So many things. Yes.
So many things. So it can be arrested immediately for. It has been paid for the was illegal possession of firearm. It can be arrested for on a different ground.
Yes.
And I also will not. Okay, let me just. You know, during the election, when Emefiele disobeyed the court order, I have a friend who I believe is fairly well educated, arguing that Emefiele does not need to obey stupid order of a Supreme Court. I say your position saying this, and today he's calling me that I should see what government is doing. Then I have to remind him what he said when Emefiele disobeyed a Supreme Court order. And he said we should not pay evil with evil. I say don't be hypocritical, my friend. I said do you have integrity if you can argue this way? So this is the type of argument that idiots argue. This is what comes out from their mouth, and from their core, we can see their position. Because they thought that by Emefiele disobeying the Supreme Court order, that their own candidate will win, that it will hurt the city boy. But the city boy make it clear let them go and print the naira. Let them stop the petrol from being sold. That is going to win the election, and he won it convincingly. They are in court. They were unable to prove anything. Even Atiku and Obi, they knew that their lawyers did a very poor job. The worst, I've never seen a lawyer that went to court and performed so woefully. Now, what are they doing? They are trying to intimidate, threaten the judiciary, trying to blackmail them. That the city boy is trying to blackmail the city boy, and they are the one blackmailing the judiciary. Their lawyer they don't have route to the presidency. So and they've seen the job that their lawyer did, that their lawyer performed woefully. You look at the whole thing, it's just a mess. Initially, we were told that there was election rigging. They get to court, they could not even prove anything. They start talking about nonsense things, 25%. Is 25% rigging of election? Or is Tinubu's qualification, the city boys' qualification, rigging of election? Well, Obi confessed that he's not contesting the election, but the process. They had nothing to contest other than frivolous electoral grants. And to me, in my own opinion, they failed woefully. Mr. Nsima, thank you. God will continue to bless you for this platform.
Thank you.
This will not be able to hack your platform. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
They are trying to hack the system, eh? It is paining them. As they pain them, or more they sweet us. Oh, yes. So Oshomole was giving correct answers, and I think everything that he was saying there was powerful. All right. Let us just listen a little bit before I move.
Immediately is to decide, and I believe that decision is inevitable. We are going to deal with the supply side with regards to impact on price. You can't avoid having to procure purpose-built mass transit buses across the country to carry not just workers, to carry all commuters, regardless of where they work.
Is it for free?
No, it doesn't have to be free. The operating way is what is affordable. What we are dealing with now is not the fact that petrol is not free. It is that it's costing more than it used to cost, and as a consequence, there are multiplier. It has its own multiplier effect on other prices. That's what we are dealing with. I don't think anybody is asking for something that is free. Mm-hmm. So, but you can affect price by improving on supply. So now I guess part of the problem now is that if those who are involved in the transport sector are taking undue advantage of the increase in price, as if price is the only cost element in transportation. For example, if the price has increased by 100%, then they are increasing prices of transportation by 100%. That is not exactly a correct way to calculate the numbers, because fuel is just one of the input. There are other things that determine what a passenger should pay, you know, if he buys a car. But if you have scarcity and you have few operators who manipulate the market, then of course anybody can hide under the guise of the increase and mark up
So
prices.
also Baba, this one no be too much talk. Now the marketers and the drivers, they just increase the money. Forget about it. They just increase. That's how they do. They have been doing it for a very long time. You understand me? I've been doing that for a long time. I see you, Oluwatoyin. He said, Nsima, do you remember the video Obi and his Obidiot held before the election, where they plan to use IT to rig the election? Please post that video. Why should I post the video? We know the video is on my page if you want. It's already there. Yes. They did not succeed. They did not succeed. They had meetings on how they can hack the system, the INEC server, but that failed. Yes, so Osho Baba, the thing is that the people that are the drivers, the filling station owners, the marketers, they take advantage of the system. They take advantage of the problem. And that is because there's no regulation. Because if there is regulation or price control, anybody that is at fault will be punished. And that is why today, when we listen to the vice president telling us that there's a committee that was set up, commodity marketing committee, that was set up to review and regulate the price of food supply, you know, and all of that. So this is what we need. This is what we need. If a place that do not have any rule of law or any policy or anything, people will do anyhow. That is why people are doing anyhow. You understand me? And of course, I started to go but say, if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. You understand me? So guys, let me skip a little bit because I want to see the comment and another comment.
No, I'm asking a question.
No.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, you're asking a question, yeah.
Let me see the question.
There must be pain. But the level and the manner in which things have gone in the past weeks, do you think for a moment that some of your support base are perhaps having a rethink about their support for your party and for your candidates?
That is your views.
No, I'm asking a question.
No.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, you're asking a question, yeah. Nobody who wishes to who promise you a pair of suit, if elected, and he haven't yet have access to the fabric, will, upon election, just deliver you a pair of suit. Unless it is custom made. And in which case, he has all your details, fabric is ready, he has actually prepared it. So there is no government that will cough out within 24 hours.
This is the real message now. This is what I was getting at. So please, I love this answer from Oshomele. You understand me? I love this answer. We know that Nigerians always want something fast, quick. And I guess it's also, you see, this is what I'm also trying to explain. We need transparency. Yes, the government have it in their head. Okay, fine. We are going to be able to do this. We are going to be able to. What is the time frame? What and what? Just let the people know. Keep the people updated. If so time the thing did not work, you tell them, okay, look at the reason why it did not work. Oh, see what we are going to do. Then people will now follow you along. You will now be leading the people. You see, don't allow the people to be thinking, what is the federal government is doing? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? We need a proper plan so that you carry the people along. We know that the federal government is doing something, they are taking steps. What are the time frame? You tell the public, you tell them, look at within 2 weeks or within 3 months, look at what we are doing. We are expecting that in this month, this is what we are going to achieve. And when something go wrong, you come out and say, oh, look at what has gone wrong. Look at what you are doing to correct it. I said this is what is missing. And that is why every time some bunch of criminals like the IPOP criminals, Biafra criminals, they will be running propaganda everywhere because there is anarchy, because the government is not also giving direction. You understand me? So this is what I think is missing. And that is why people will keep on insinuating and assuming all kinds of things. The government needs to be firm, decisive decision, proactive. You plan ahead of time. You tell the people, look at what you are doing. This is supposed to be implemented within so time. And this is what is going to happen within this time if it's implemented. And you keep updating the people so that you carry the people along. This is what is missing in the Nigerian style of leadership. And we want the federal government to look into this. A transparent system that will keep the people informed of what you are doing, how, when, why, challenges, and how you are overcoming it. There's supposed to be a timeline. Let Nigerians know. Okay, everywhere, listen to the UK now, listen to the UK government, listen to the US government, that they say this project, we are expecting it to be completed within so time. In the first 3 months, look at what we want to do. This thing we need this thing. This is what Nigerians need now. Nigeria don't necessarily need money or anything. They want hope, they want direction. They need to know that something is going on, that look at when this thing will be done. Thank you very much, King. Yes, timeline. This is what is lacking. We need the government to do that. More of information. This is information age. More of information is very important in this government. It's very, 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 very important. Yes. So, but I believe that Oshomole was able to handle this part of the question very, very well. And just like, of course, the question was of channel, like, is he speaking the minds of the people? Like, oh, the government have not done anything, 50 days in office, 20 days in office, how can you not do something tomorrow? Nah. No, the government cannot do something, nah. But we also want the government to be decisive, smart, proactive, give us time frame, tell us something. Let this government be different from Buhari government. Let this government be different from, what's his name? Every other previous government. Nigerians need to see smart technocrats working with the city board. Time frame. Of course, we know that the ministerial list is what has been holding the city board. Of course, we are expecting the ministerial list on Thursday. Unfailingly, hopefully, on Thursday. Because we are expecting it tomorrow, but I don't know how it's going to be. But on Thursday, we are expecting this. We know that the ministerial list is in the hands of the senators. But this is what we need now for this thing to be working. I get it. But let us listen to the answers that Oshomole gave. It was very, very powerful, and I love it.
A sustainable solution. I have seen people even arguing. You're asking the question, nobody who wishes to who promise you a pair of suit, if elected, and he haven't yet have access to the fabric, will, upon election, just deliver you a pair of suit. Unless it is custom made. And in which case, he has all your details, fabric is ready, he has actually prepared it. So there is no government that will cough out within 24 hours a sustainable solution. I have seen people even arguing, even those who are concerned about the need to deliver this relief, arguing that going to give people 8,000 naira or 10,000 naira, they do not think that the data are reliable and that it will not be fair to use data that are not reliable. Now, if government has to listen to such, those are also critics. They want money paid out, but they want government to be careful not to pay to the wrong people, or not to have it pocketed.
We don't
I
want
watch
money
a
paid
program.
out, though. We don't want money paid out. To who? Except if the government know who they are paying money to. But we don't want money. We want systems, policies, transportation system. What do they call it? Transportation system. What do you call it? Agriculture? Something that will cushion the price. What if you give people money now? Will the price of food come down? If you give people like 8,000, can they buy a bag of rice? We don't need money. Anybody that is asking money is a failure. We don't need money, except the federal government know the people that they are handing money to. But then if the federal government hand over money to people, will the price of fuel change? So this is the thing we are talking about. So please, anybody, all those people are criminal. They are just looking for or people working with the president want to just eat money. You understand me? We want a system that will make things work. That is what we are looking for. And that is why we are here. You understand me? I love the database system. Let all these BVN and NIN and others integrated into a system. Collaborate with companies, industries, of course, just like the way they do in the UK. Any employer, you cannot get employed without your NIN number. Of course, in the UK, we call it NIN number, name, or whatever you call it in Nigeria. There is no way you can get employed without your name. That name is connected to the tax office. And your employer cannot pay you, is the law, it's a regulation. The employer cannot pay you money without, first of all, taking your tax. And it's connected automatically. The system collects it. And we can do this thing for the government. If the government don't know how this thing works, the government know. But you see, this is something we do. It's the easiest thing ever. Nobody in Nigeria can work without the NIN or the NIN or anything. It's free of charge. If you want to work, you get it. This is the system that the government should introduce. That's what we are talking about, introducing system. Don't give anybody money. You give somebody money today, they will finish it. It will not work. Please, we need this government to work. And that is what we are talking about. There are so many challenges. You can't do all of them. That's why we are saying focus in one. Give Nigerians timeline. That I'm going to focus in one and do this and do this. Within 6 months, I'm going to achieve this. You do it in 6 months, you achieve it. Start from the one that can be easily achievable. Within 6 months, within 1 year, you achieve it. So that Nigeria will start seeing what you have been achieving. But if you tell Nigerians you do everything, at the end of the day, you have not done something. My brother, now wahala, a town hall, different from Baba Blue. I salute you. Thank you very much. Prince Adewumi, I see you. King, I see you. Thank you very much. You understand me? So Oshomole was trying to give a lot of information and all of that. We don't need cash, because I don't know how they're going to give cash. And that is the problem of data issue. That is why we need a system first. It's a fundamental problem. If this system are put in place, nobody will be complaining of data or how to give people money. The system will tell people that are working, people that are not working, how much are they working, the unemployed, and that is why that system is there. Oh my God. So we don't need money, please. If the federal government is still considering giving people money, we don't need the federal government to give anybody money. We need the federal government to use the resources and build systems that is sustainable for future and is sustainable. That is what we want. You understand me? Okay, if the federal government want to focus on transportation system, there's no problem. If the federal government want to focus on food system, there's no problem. But you see, one of the fundamental problems first, you understand me? One of the fundamental problems first is a connected, integrated system that can identify people. And we are talking about the NIN. Oh my God. I think one of these days, King, we need to explain to Nigerians and maybe any other how things are being run. You cannot walk anywhere in the UK or any without you having what is called NIN. It is connected to the the tax paying system. Immediately you work, your tax, just know that it's gone. It depends on the tax band that you fall into. You understand me? So this is what the government want to do, and the government will have a lot of money. All these people that want Nigeria to be like UK, they begin to see how it is to what it means to live in the UK. You understand me? You begin to see how it means to live. Oh, that's the Nigeria. Oh, look at UK. Look at US. You let them see how it means to live in the UK. You see that electricity that they are talking about. When electricity come now, you're going to pay bills. So, and Nigerians already have this NIN, both home and abroad. What remains is to integrate it into a workable system. This thing does not take too much of time. Create the system, ask Nigerians to register, and that's it. I salute you. Let us listen to Oshomole, please.
Where a lady to my shop and tried to explain how they have to deal with these social safety net conditional cash transfer under the previous administration. She described herself as a focal person in one of the states. And she said people bring cash from Abuja and they meet with some persons. And then they go out and they distribute the cash. I don't think a state should operate like that. Because this is taxpayers' money. It's not good enough to, having good intention or the fact that to care is not a reason why you wouldn't account for the resources made available and to convince the man or the authority providing the resources that it was delivered to the targeted group. And the way she explained it shows that a lot of money, in my view, must have gone to wrong hands. You don't want to repeat that.
And how do you explain to me that you give jobless people money? No, how can you explain to me you give jobless people money that will not work? And would they be depending on you to give them more money? Even in the UK, the system that works in the UK, when they give people money, they'll become lazy, that they don't want to work again. Let alone Nigeria, that there's no even work safe. And you started giving people, jobless people, money. My brother, you are going to breed lazy youth, lazy nation, lazy country that can never move forward. It is not, in fact, will I say, on every side, condemnable to give people that don't have work money. What are you talking about? What are you giving them money for? Is the money able to achieve anything? You give them money to eat food, and the price of food is so high. Just like what Oshomole was explaining. And, we remember what the vice president was doing before. He was sharing trader money to who? You just give people money to buy food. In fact, if you give like people 8,000, they will just sit down and finish a bottle of beer. You know how much is a bottle of beer? They can easily buy a bottle of beer and drink without complaining. 1,000 naira. They don't care. They don't care. They don't complain about how the cost of beer is. So they don't care. Why must you be drinking beer in Nigeria when you don't produce beer? You must be a thief. If you don't have it, why are you drinking it? Then you say, oh, things are cost. I beg. Go and sleep. We need a government that will tackle this thing the way it's supposed to be. You understand me? and that is what we are saying. That's it.
But 6 days.
What is possible, for example, if you ask
the announcement?
What is possible? Let me explain this. For the private sector and for the public sector, the organized sector, once government recognizes that from the day its prices changed, it has had negative impact on cost of living, there is a compelling argument to say, don't delay this process too long. If you do, you will have to pay us arrears to compensate for what we have lost. And for me, it's a powerful argument. It's the argument behind any form of arrears that is paid anywhere in the world. And even for those who are in the unorganized sector, and their case is a bit more problematic. I listened to the governor of Kaduna State who expressed concerns, which is shared by some of the governors, about how can they rely on the last figures. And to be honest, that argument is valid. Are we assuming that nobody has died? They have a lot of criminal activities, bandits, people have relocated, new IDP cab have emerged, and so on and so forth.
And sorry to call Oshomole here. You know, for example, now, do you know that in the UK, teachers were threatening to go on strike, but the Prime Minister, negotiated to a point that the teachers' strike were called off. Do you know how they were able to handle it? Do you know how they were able to generate money to handle it? You don't know. You see, in the country, in Nigeria as it stands now, we have the resources, we have everything that we need. That is the truth. It's just that we have never had a government that is thinking and planning ahead. Do you know what the Prime Minister of the UK did? Some of you may not have seen it. Let me show you something. Because when we talk, we give you a very good example so that you will understand something. The Prime Minister of the UK, he said he's not ready to cut people or to increase taxes to people, of course, and to do whatever. That for us to generate money that will pay the teachers. I want you to listen to what he did. Please pay attention.
Of pounds more than the government had budgeted for, and that has consequences. If we're going to prioritise paying public...
Okay, I think this brother, his face is even coming out more. Oh, how am I going to make sure I take this out? Let me see. Okay, yeah, just listen. I know sometimes you need to see his face. So I want you to just pay attention to what the Prime Minister said. There are some challenges in the UK as well. But for the Prime Minister to solve that problem, they think ahead and they were able to get the solution. What was their solution? They say that the teachers, they want more money, but the budget that they have, that the demand of the teachers is more than the budget that the government have. But for them to get that money, look at how they are going to get it. They are not going to increase taxes and all of that, but look at how they are going to get it. I want you to listen. This is an example of what we are talking about. Not talking too much and we keep on talking too much. We take decisive decision, announce it, tell the public the time frame, the timeline, how you are going to do it, the challenges, and this is how to do it. And then the public, the people will be carried along as you try to achieve your solution. Listen to what the Prime Minister did in the UK to solve the problem of teachers' strike and others. There have been a lot of strike in the UK for the past weeks and months. But look at how the government managed it. But if it was in the Nigeria, people like Chris, that was Chris Ngige, the Minister of Labour, could have caused havoc in the country. You understand me? But listen to how they manage it in the UK. Listen.
Public sector workers more. That money has to come from somewhere else because I'm not prepared to put up people's taxes, and I don't think it would be responsible or right to borrow more because that would just make inflation worse.
Did you hear that? He said for the increase in the teachers' salaries and others, doctors, nurses' salaries, that we need to do something differently. I'm not prepared to do taxes or cut taxes or borrow more money. It's going to cause more problems. But this money must come from somewhere. What did the Prime Minister do? Listen to him now. Listen to him.
So what we have done are two things to find this money. The first is we're going to increase the charges that we have for migrants who are coming to this country when they apply for visas.
So you see, they now thought of a solution. They now say, okay, fine, we are going to increase the charges that immigrants are paying to enter the UK. Can you see it? Rex says sharing of money will not be the best thing to do. If that is done, no forensic fraud accountant will be able to trace the money. Thank you very much, Rex, for your comment on that. So you see, now look at how the Prime Minister of the UK generated money. They are going to increase the charges, immigration charge, and what next?
And indeed, something called the Immigration Health Surcharge, which is the levy that they pay to access the NHS.
So that health surcharge is for you to have medical care, hospital, you need to pay money. So some of you in Nigeria, you'll be hearing, oh, no medical care, no hospital, no this. You dey hear wetin dey happen. You dey hear wetin dey happen. But then I'm just giving an example to the government how things are supposed to be. You understand me? So this is what we want. There are so many politicians that have stolen the wealth of the country. And there can be a plan to recover these monies from them. That's number one. The wealth of Nigeria is stored somewhere in the bank, somewhere, hiding somewhere. And the federal government knows these people, the way they are keeping those money. Why are they not taking decisive action to recover these things and to help the economy? You understand me? Pay attention.
So all of those fees are going to go up, and that will raise over £1 billion. So across the board, visa application fees are going to go up significantly, and similarly for the immigration health surcharge.
So you see now, you see that the Prime Minister is giving a brief, in case you don't know. That is the same thing I'm asking the government of Nigeria to do. There is a problem in the UK, and the teachers want to go on strike. They want to protest everywhere. Then the government, they put their heads together and they came out with a solution. And the Prime Minister himself came. In the case of Nigeria, we have so many people working in the government that can do the press briefing. Of course, thanks to the special advisor to the president, of course, the special advisor to the president, Sir Deleke, is it Dele something? Yes, for his updating and press releases and all of that. But you see, we need more of information. Did you see how the Prime Minister sat down and said, look, he's informing the people. So now the teachers will now go home that, oh, the government is now solving our problem. So now, are you going to see that foreigners will be the one to pay for that money? But the people that have problem, they are quiet. They are okay. They solve the problem. So you see, so this is what we are talking about. We need updates like this, proper information. We know that the federal government is trying a lot of things to do. Keep the people updated. Keep the people updated so that the people will not be misled by all these miscreant and fake medias and propaganda of both from IPOP criminals, Biafra criminals, OB idiots, all these things. We need a proper, you see, in the UK, nobody will be reporting rubbish, because the authentic information is already made available. If you don't know, as I'm talking to you now, this message is in the government website. There is a system, there's a public directory that everybody, if you want to know what the government is doing, go there and you'll get it. This is the system that we need in Nigeria. Not to share money. Stop sharing money. Who are you sharing money to? But then listen to what the Prime Minister went ahead to say.
For migrants who are coming to this country legally, they have to pay a fee to access the NHS, to contribute to NHS care. I think that's entirely right. Neither of these fees have been...
So, now, let me skip a little bit. Somebody say, what if immigrants stop going to UK because all these charges, how are they going to survive? No problem. When that time reach, they will solve another problem. If immigrants stop coming, they will find a way for immigrants to come. You don't know. They are so proactive. They have the data. They can predict when something is about to go wrong, or when they can predict before time. So if immigrants stop coming to the UK, there will be another way out. There will be another solution. The example we are trying to make here is that we need a proactive government in Nigeria. It's not to go and be... Don't mind me. We just need solution. You understand me?
Over £1 billion, as I said, so it's a significant contribution to helping us pay for these pay awards.
Let me know.
So you see, I'm not interested in his analysis. He's talking rubbish. But you see, that is how a government deliver message, and you are carrying the people along. It is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not some politicians sitting in a very big room and having discussion, and they smile and drinks, share the money, and they go. And they just release one simple press statement and they go. No. It is the people that you are serving, not politicians. You are not serving fellow politicians. You are serving the people. So let the government focus on delivering dividends and governance to the people. This is what we want. We don't want our government, the city boy government, to be like previous administration. We need information, proper information. This is very, very important. So Osho Baba, right on. You are saying something, but we don't need money. Nigerians don't need money. We need a working system in the country that is sustainable for the foreseeable future.
Also, are we saying that the level of poverty is static? It is either it is improving, static, or it is even or it has worsened. In which case, you need to update your data to be able to deal with that. The problem with us as a nation, which unfortunately, I mean, passing the box doesn't solve the problem. We have to try to fix it. Is that from Obasanjo's time to Yaradua, to Jonathan, to Buhari, and now to Tinubu, this issue of reliable national identity card, billions have been spent, even the name that you have to be able to activate your phone, all of that, yet we don't have credible national data. I think a government has to get that fixed one day.
So exactly, that is what it's saying. So why is the government still giving contract to the same company that is handling these things? This is the easiest something that can be done. Oh, what are we talking about? This is something I can just do overnight. What are you talking about? We need a large database that can accommodate yes, nearly over 2 million people. A large database with a bandwidth, and then we execute the code. So what are we talking about? So just like what Oshomole said, from Obasanjo up to today, they keep on deceiving. They say NIN, this and that. The same companies are still the one handling these things, still awarding the same project to failures. So this is the biggest problem that we are talking about. It's the biggest problem. So we all know the problem. So we don't want this government to be complaining about the problem that we know already. We want actions. If the government don't have reliable, let them bring public tenders. Call on companies that can deliver that job before they get their pay. Call on companies, IT companies, cybersecurity that can deliver that before you get their pay. This is what we government need to do. Announce it to the public. The government, we want to execute this database system. We need a government that can do it. We need a company that can do it. And then people will bid for it. It's not giving companies to friends and all kinds of things, and things will not work at the end of the day. We don't need all these things, please. We want the city boy to take and listen to all our contributions, because this is what will make this government a successful government. I get it, now. Even just like we said the other day, was it yesterday? I think we said it yesterday, that from Obasanjo, 63 years, even Obasanjo himself said it, that Nigeria leaders failed for 63 years. Obasanjo, which even Obasanjo himself failed out of this 63. He failed 11 years out of it. It took 11 years, and he failed both as a military and civilian leader in the country. So we don't want the city boy to be counted among people that fail. And that is why we are saying that this is what we think will be the way out. Prince said Nigerians doesn't understand how policies are being designed to the system development. How they care for is free everything. Tayo said Nigeria education is the best. The amount of school fees for international students doing masters is 16,000. All right, that one you are saying something else. So Oshomole was even trying to tell us that how come every administration spend money on the same database, but at the end of the day, it's not working. Why?
Have that now, for example, that this can be done. The only point I want to make here, I've had people saying, what will 8,000 do? What will 10,000 do? Well, if you earn so much, you may not know the value of 8,000 or 10,000. For those who are completely socially excluded, 10,000 is a lot. And even in US during the coronavirus, they cash transfers to people, including Nigerians who are American citizens, who were not even within the territory of America at the time, who are in Nigeria. They got their checks transferred to their bank account. So there's nothing wrong with it. The challenge we have, unfortunately, is this issue of endless lamentation about not having reliable data.
But my question initially is the worry of those who impose their trust in the Tinubu ticket, who thought that when Tinubu gets into
They know
office,
we're not electing a magician.
you did not tell them you are not.
No, they know they are not electing magician.
I like the response of Oshomo. He said they know that they were not electing a magician. You understand me? They know that they were not electing a magician. I think that is the highlight of this broadcast. Tomorrow, I'm going to start from there. Tomorrow, I'm going to start from that place where Oshomole said, they know that they did not elect a magician. Because Nigerians, especially all disobedient or disobedient children, maybe they want the city boy to do magic overnight. But Osho Baba said they know that they did not elect a magician. Listen.
Nobody promised agenda. Nobody promised magical solution.
Yeah, your party said you have renewed hope. Let me give you an example.
And
things
no,
that have
you don't
happened.
need to give me an example.
I'll give you an example.
I know what we promised more than you who was reporting it.
But
whatever you reported was we were the source.
Yeah, but the fact remains that
we did not promise 24 hours solution.
You remember?
We did not promise miracles.
Schools,
we promised overnight solution. But nobody said
in
this
56
be done,
days.
And you show me if you have any document that says in 48 hours this will be done. In 14 days this will be done. In 21 days this will be done.
Are you saying that the hopes and the expectations of Nigerians?
I think you are the one who have the illusion that once a promise is made, automatically once you get into office, either spiritually or by miracles, solutions emerge.
The fact
what Nigeria need is what President President Tinubu has demonstrated: the courage to make decisions, to be humble enough to admit some of the unintended consequences of those decisions, and the will to deal with those consequences. And he has put in place instruments to deal with it. He has asked his number two, the vice president, to provide leadership for that effort. The social partners are talking as we are talking. And as I said, depending on what they are discussing, I don't want to complicate anybody's issue, but I know that they know that they don't have unlimited time to find a solution, and that it's possible to have short-term, medium to long-term solution. For now, we can deal with short-term solution.
It's 56 days since assumption of office, since that policy decision has been made.
Yeah.
How long more will Nigerians have to wait? That's the question. The patience that they are asking for. There are a lot of people's lives who live on a daily living and earning.
Are you
Their
sure
lives
you
are
can
being
lecture me about
impacted.
that? I can lecture you more about that.
I am
But anyway, Sho will really try in asking this question. He is really speaking the minds of the IPOP Biafra people. Understand me? Because I think that is what he's actually doing. So that Osho Baba will give them answers. You understand me? So he said in 56 days. It's already 56 days. How much longer should Nigerians wait or be hopeful for a solution? He also forgot that the city boy is not the cause of the problem now. But anyways, Osho Baba have answer. So we are going to use this to end this conversation today because I've done 2 hours.
It's not about that to me. Yeah, we are having a conversation. We're having a conversation about the plight of the average Nigerian.
Yeah.
And your party promised that you are going to change things overnight. From the status quo.
Overnight.
I didn't say overnight. But your party promised change.
My dear friend, Sho, the last time I was here, or towards the end of last year, you revealed to me that you were moving to a new studio, which is this one. You have a reason why you choose to build a new studio. If you were absolutely satisfied with the old one, you were not about to throw money away because it's a private sector enterprise. How long did it take you between the time you brought your management to the decision and when you now brought this studio to a reality? It takes time. You know it, I know it. So why are you pretending that you are dealing with a policy that has to do with over 200 million people, and that any government can come even before he takes a full audit of what is on ground, look for the money, not as if you have a well where the money was already stockpiled, and then just throw the money out because you want to be seen to have acted within a number of days. You can't argue, Shield. You can't argue that how many days, whatever number of days you mentioned.
56 days.
Yeah, that's interesting. Usually people talk about 100 days. You are even talking of 56 days. You can't say that these 56 days have not been eventful times. The president has had to make profound statements that over time we change the Nigerian narrative if pursued diligently. And that is the word, if pursued diligently. People want to say, hurry, hurry, tear your trouser. Just because you want to dress up, you take patience to wear it properly.
There are other factors that I would like to bring into the conversation. Yes. But the issue is that for those who are feeling the pinch directly,
I love the way Oshomole tackle the answers. There is no way solution can come overnight. Thank you very much, Prince Adewumi Santino. You say we need to put a square pegs in a square holes, right? Yeah. I know that Nigerian problem can never be solved overnight, but with commitment, focus, and perseverance, we will get there. Another comment, he said, Prince, he always exhibited his. Tayo said, no government can change ugly situation in a country in any past administration within a year, not to talk of 2 months. You see? So I think this is where the heated conversation is taking place. But guys, I've done 2 hours. We will continue this conversation tomorrow, guys. I'm sorry. I've done 2 hours. I think it's more than 2 hours now, almost 2 hours, 30 minutes. We will continue this conversation. For me, I really need to do a lot of stuff, okay, preparing for tomorrow. But then get ready for our conversations. Bring your ideas, bring your solutions, whatever idea you think that you have on ground. You see, that is why I am not completely happy when I hear some people criticize the government without also providing solution or sharing of their ideas on how to tackle those issues. We can see it is easy for them to criticize, or if criticize is even good, it is easy for them to talk down on the government and want to incite the people without having solutions. What stopped Obi? Since Obi said he wanted to be the president of the country, he's not able to be. He's not able to win. He's not able to. So what stopped him sharing his idea? Is there any time that if Obi visit Aso Rock, the president will drive him out of Aso Rock? Or Atiku, who is the friend of the city boy, that can easily have access to the city boy or call him and say, oh, look at what I have, or look at what ideas. So when you listen to these people, they are just so hunger for their own power. They want the political power. They want to get there by all means. It's not that they want to serve the people. The people that are complaining, it's not that they have solution, but they just want to complain. They just want to talk down on the government. They just want to say all kinds of negative things to make a point. But even them, they say they don't have solution. Example, the IPOP Biafra criminals. They don't even have solution for their criminality, for their own problem. Example, the governors in the Southeast. They don't have solution for their own problem. But you will see all of them talking and shouting and be making noise and be blaming the president for just barely, not even up to 2 months in office. And upon that, the president has already taken drastic steps already. So you see, so it is very easy for people to complain and shout. You know, sometimes I've been listening to Showere, I also want Sowore not to only complain, but take time and suggest solutions. Let everybody look at your solutions and say, oh yeah, maybe it makes sense. Maybe the federal government should try it. There is nothing bad. You must not be the president of the country to do something. You can lead in any capacity. But when you turn your life to only abusing, talking down, inciting violence, then you become a disaster to the country. So that is what I can say about that, guy. So thank you very much. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Our job is to make sure that we continue to fight in order to protect and to defend our land. Our job here in the City Boy movement is also to support our government, our elected president government for the first time in history, of course, as patriotic Nigerians with our ideas, with our skills, to make sure that our government becomes successful. That is what we want. That is what we want. And to debunk the lies and criminality of IPOP Biafra people running propaganda everywhere. It will not help them. You understand me? Instead of them to go and sit at home, they are coming here to comment. Thank you very much for giving me your comment. Maybe that will stop you from commenting. Thank you very much for giving me your comment. You don't know that whether good or bad is a comment. So thank you very much. I want to advise you, if you are IPOP, if you are Biafra criminal, if you are OB idiot, go and focus on sitting at home or getting your Biafra or reclaiming OB stolen mandate. Don't come here and make noise. You understand me? Please go and focus on achieving your plans. Don't come here and make. We are doing our own job. Are you understand me? Thank you. We pray for the city boy to be strong and healthy. We pray for him to continue to have the strength, the ability to choose the right people that is going to work with him to deliver results, to bring results to the country, and that is what we want. Are you getting me now? Anybody that planned for our city boy to fail has already failed. You understand me? Are you getting me? Every day I receive message. The money they give you will soon finish. My brother, now so you talk from even before the campaign, during the campaign, after campaign. Now we now have a government. I'm still here. The money never finished. So watch. Now you go tire. You understand me? Turn by turn. No. Na jagaban turn. No. Turn by turn. No. Obi, wait for your turn. Sing with me. Turn by turn. Oh. Na jagaban turn. Oh. Hey. Turn by turn. Oh. Atiku, wait for your turn. Che. Turn by turn. Oh. IPOP. Wait for your turn. Oh. Turn by turn. Oh. Na jagaban turn. Oh. Turn by turn. Oh. Na jagaban turn. Oh. Che. Turn by turn. Oh. I beg you, wait for your turn. Are you getting me? So whether you want to make noise, whether you want to cry, whether you want to weep, if you like, you wait for your turn, or you go and sit at home. You people are saying you are specialists in sitting at home. Go and sit at home, or you go and get your Biafra. Bunch of criminals. So guys, thank you very much. Stay blessed until I come your way next time. All right.